tell him, or show one of the fellas sleeping in the garage in a car, he'll raise the salary. I said, no, I ain't here for that.
This was at Neil and
Neil
Massey?
and Massey in Edward Street.
About what year was that?
That's about 1944, 45. 1944, that was in Edward Street. Between 1944 and 1945, 1946. 1949 is when I leave Darkai Lane, handling clocks and going out on my own to do the trade. I went there by a man called Jufil in 1949. Leave home in Darkai Lane, living by my mother and Cyrus. After fix up the kitchen, I built the kitchen into a workshop and a kitchen. And I started to sleep outside. I cut the side of the house where there was a window, make it so that it becomes the door, take a box and make a step. So where that window was, see that passing around the house, you could come out of that, where that window was, and walk on a box and come into the kitchen. Move the kitchen from the front of the house and put it onto the side like here. So you just open the wall here, watch out the window, and you come in from the house by where that little trolley there is, and come into the kitchen here. Fix up that and cover it with a goat pen. My mother cooking in the corner here. I go down at Johnson's corner store and I buy a big box. One hell of a box, boy. And I've taken this box to carry it home to make a table to work on. But when I had no money to carry the box, I had no cart to pay a cart to carry this box from Johnson's store in Frederick Street to Darkai Lane. And Trevor pick up the box, and I carry it as far as I could carry it, and I put it down until I reach. Well, that now come back to me. This is the first time I'm talking that with anybody. When I reach home, I had trouble to get the box to pass in the gate because the box bigger than the gate. And I raise it up and I carry it inside. I put it down, and I could remember putting 4 pieces of wood on the box. And the side that was open, that was facing me, that become where putting all the things I had to do. And the top now is what I'm using for me to do my clocks. When Colonel Pierce came down Darkai Lane with a watch to put in a spring, the spring broken, he stood down there, I take down the watch, take out the barrel, put in a substitute spring. I didn't have the tools I have today. When I finished, Colonel Pierce, Brathwaite, thank you. He just paid me the money and fly out the place.
Who was Colonel Pierce? Was he in the army?
He was the lieutenant colonel who was the bodyguard of the Prince of Wales, the English prince that was to be the King of England, that leave England, go and marry a white woman and a divorcee in America called Miss Simpson.
Okay.
And stay in exile in America and refuse to go back and become the King of England. He was, Colonel O.C. Pierce was his bodyguard. He rides side by side on a horse with that man. They sent me from where I was to work with this man, his wife, and 2 daughters, Jean and Pat, on the Diego Martin Main Road. Right? The superintendent sent me there to work. There. Because when he see that I was giving trouble and I refused to take the offensive treatment and do the offensive thing they wanted me to do.
That's at Neil and Massey?
No. That's before Neil and Massey.
Okay.
He sent me there to work as a shield. He sent you sending you outside to work. So I had the privilege of coming outside and working and go back in by myself. Nobody run with me. Go and come. work with them until the time come for me to come home. When I come home, they expect me to come back and work with them, which was not in my mind. I say, I want to be a person with a mechanic doing my little trade and my mother collecting the money. That was my fantasy.
Yes.
So, but it became a reality because I became on my own, but I had people working with me who had to pay. But my mother didn't have to be in my business to help me. It was women who would pick up and make them my secretary, and they helped me run my business. I had one, a nice one. She was with me until when I go down at Hope was to run the Timex clinic in Shackon Street. Mickey run my business for me until I come home at 5. When I come at 5, we have tea, and she gone to Maturin Street where she lives. And she in Venezuela. I had to see if I get her, you to see if you get her on the internet for me. She was in love with me, and I had trouble with my wife. I wasn't sure study, she had no love. I studying, I ain't making enough money on Pedro Street, and the Hope was giving me a place to run. $45 a fortnight. I go on to run the Timex clinic, repairing Timex watches.
What year was that?
Around the 70s. 70s. Yes, around the 70s or the late 60s. Because at the 70s when I leave Neil and Massey. Right? I got a little place and I start living Bazino Street. No, I get the place first to do my business from Bun and Charles. Now, he had some place on Frederick Street, Prison Royal Castle, a big building. And I speak to a certain gentleman, he tell me, go and speak to Mr. Charles. You run in the sweet drink factory on the highway. Go and speak to him. His name was Bun and Charles. So I get in a taxi, I went up on the highway. I go to the sweet drink place. I asked Mr. Charles. I saw him. Sit down, we had an interview, and he told me come back the next Wednesday. I went back the next Wednesday to him, and he said, go down to Frederick Street and ask for Mr. Hackshaw. He told me where to find Mr. Hackshaw. He was like the caretaker renting out the places then. That was his work. I go down to Mr. Hackshaw on Frederick Street, and I told him Mr. Charles sent me. And he told me, he told me, all right. He went with me. We went to Henry Street, 6870 Henry Street, opposite Ibrahim. Went upstairs, showed me a nice office. Tell me Mr. Charles said to give you this office at $27 a month. The place was a large, beautiful office with a window. When I opened it, facing Bonnet, who had a furniture store next door. When I opened the window, all he told me, is that people who was there before you, please don't throw no rubbish downstairs because this is a furniture place. I said, Mr. Bonnet, you wouldn't see that. I won't do that. And Mr. Bonnet, the two Bonnet brothers, we had a good relationship until I lived there.
Well, $27 a month, that had to be in the
I love the office,
1950s.
boy. Let me say I love the office. The office. Alright. You see this from here? You see from here, from this wall, straight down to that partition, cut this place in half. Cut that drawing room there in half up to this wall. That was the side of the office.
That's pretty large.
Yes. And when I hear a fellow called Suarez who had an office in the front room, the second to the front, I tell Mr. Suarez, you go in, I want here. He said, well, if you want here, move in. Yes. He said, you know, Mr. Hackshaw, I ain't going to tell you not to move in. And I leave the big office and I go in the smaller office and I occupy it. Leave all the counter and all the fittings and things for me. He dead now. When Mr. Hackshaw came, I said, Mr. Aksho, the office down in the back, they're too big for me. This one's smaller, but not in the front. So I move up. He said, that is all right. He said, I could get money. I could get more money for that one down there. You're not going to pay a cent more. Stay here.
Oh, all of this is on Frederick Street, right?
All that day is upstairs, Christian Ibrahim.
Yes.
The place was Bonnet. The place was Farah. The place was belonging to Farah. Mr. Farah had the place, was Farah building, after buying it from Joseph Charles' father. And they had it rented upstairs to different tenants, hairdressers and tailors and trade union. Downstairs now was a furniture stock run by Mr. Farah and his two sons.
Yeah.
I deal with all of them.
Now, how long did you stay there in that location?
Some years. Some years. And I lived there through renovation. They give me transport to move my things to Bazilon Street. They send a truck with my furniture. I went there and tell Mr. Gordon Farrell I wanted certain material to build my little workshop in the yard because I couldn't do, I had enough furniture for upstairs, but I didn't know where to make a workshop. The volume of things I had in Henry Street, they couldn't hold there. Mr. Farrell tell me go to Najib. I went to Najib, tell me estimate the material and ring him. I stopped at Najib and I rang him. He tell me come for the money. He pay for the material that was transported by his vehicle to Bazilon Street, and they make a nice little, I get a fellow to make a nice little workshop downstairs in the back of the place.
Now, Bazilon Street is in Belmont?
Yes, Lower Observatory Street.
Okay then. So, there are a couple of things I'd like to show you, Mr. Brathwaite.
Yes.
So, let's go in the library, and you're on the internet already, you know
right.
that. So, let's take a look at that.
All right.
But this, we will continue.
All right.